3 Dane Venture. 1 on top, Aylmer here. Hardest to beat 2, Magic Pins, and 7 New Park.
Okay, it is pretty short there, Ron, and
Almar a wee bit restive. They're off this time. New Park didn't come out all that flash, and the early leader is Almar. About a neck or so on Dane Venture. A length away third is Aqualuna, followed by Magic Pins. Second last is Spirit of Tara, and about 2 lengths further behind it is New Park. They race onto the course proper at the 950, and the leader, the hot pot Almar. About a half length on Dane Venture. 1.5 third Magic Pins, who's pulling very, very hard. Aqualuna on its outside. Second last is Spirit of Tara. 2.5 lengths New Park. This is the order as they work their way down past the 700, and Almar held together by Munce. A half length Dane Venture. Spirit of Tara's gone up wider out, a length and a half to Magic Pins, who's parked on the inside of Aqualuna, and 2.5 lengths to New Park. Coming to the corner, there's almost 3 in line here. Almar the inside, Dane Venture in the centre, and Spirit of Tara making a line of 3, and it's being tracked, Spirit of Tara, by Aqualuna. Straightening up now, and Munce shakes up the leader Almar as Spirit of Tara's poked the nose in front, but Almar is resisting, and as they come down to the distance at the 200, Almar the inside, Spirit of Tara, and they're clear from Magic Pins at Aqualuna the outside. Almar the inside and Spirit of Tara a little between them. Spirit of Tara, Almar pulling out sufficient. The favourite gets there, Almar narrowly. Spirit of Tara gave it a real fright, however. Third on the inside, I'd say Magic Pins over Aqualuna, and then came New Park, and Dane Ventures finished a distant last.
favourite has won, only narrowly though. Almar over Spirit of Tara and Magic Pins. So the numbers there will be 1, 4 and 2. And we'll get a 4th number for you shortly after the running of the first. On that in a moment. He looks like he's had a fall after the line at Randwick. We'll bring you some information shortly. Palace Dawn at 250 at Moonee Valley. Ice Dancer at 490. Langer at 670. 890 Violet.
Is relatively solid, and also number 9 Langer is a horse that can cope with the conditions. Just thought from barrier 1 may not be perfect for it, given the fact that this is a rising class, and in saying that, it has been rather a significant drifter on course number 9.
For the 1 as well, and a Blood and Bone and Joyful winner. Pay My Bail is the strong second elect, our rating special there at 325. Glamour Puss given a chance at 19. And further down, at Falkirk is the favourite. And they're moving in well at Moonee Valley, and the others at long odds, apart from Boxer Fluffies at 13. Now Moonee Valley, the first on the card. Let's head to Greg Miles for race 1.
Righto, Chris, just about ready for the first event today. Ali Moo's the last one to come in. Palace Dawn is the favourite. Langer is the second pick on track. Ice Dancer holds third favouritism. They're all in. The track is rated as slow rail true, 5.18 the Penno. And they're set race number 1. About to break in the first event at Moonee Valley. Cool day, overcast conditions. They're ready for the first. They're off and racing. Langer jumping well on the inside, but won't muster pace early. Ali Moo, River Woman and Violet Tint settle down the first 3. Now Langer getting up on the inside to 4th, and Palace Dawn just off them today in 5th place. About 3 lengths further back is Blue Mania, and then Written by Queen, and Ice Dancer settles last on the inside. River Woman led around the 800 turn from Ali Moo the outside. 1.5 further back is Violet Tint the grey. She's caught 3 wide at the moment. Langer right behind the leader on the inside. Palace Dawn is 5th. 3 lengths behind these, then came Blue Mania. She's followed Written by Queen, and Ice Dancer last as they went by the school. At the 600 metre mark now, Violet Tench working hard has gone up on the outside of Ali Moo and River Woman, and she put the head in front. Palace Dawn moved to 4th, Langer 5th the inside, and then came Ice Dancer starting a run around Written by Queen and Blue Mania. Coming around the home turn now, River Woman kicking back on the inside, and Violet Tench, they're the leaders. Palace Dawn runs on now, and Ice Dancer from the rear made a line of 4 as they came came round the turn. Ice Dancer sprinting quickly, went to the lead from Palace Dawn, and back behind them then Violet Tension, written by Queen, is making ground, but Ice Dancer is well clear from Palace Dawn in the closing stages, and Vlad Durick lands the first. Ice Dancer a length and a half. Palace Dawn second, written by Queen, got up for third, 2 lengths away. Then River Woman. Langer seemed to struggle in the ground today. Violet Tension had a hard run, and then Alimu, who weakened, and Blue Mania was last in. Victory for Ice Dancer in the first will pay $5.10 and $1.70. Defeating Palace Dawn 140, written by Queen, will pay $2.40. She sat last of all, Ice Dancer, and came with a sweeping run right around the field to win. Freshened up her first start for some 11 weeks, but she's always produced good form here at Moonee Valley. She's now had 7 starts here for 3 victories. Her last win, in fact, came here at the Valley back in January of 2002, so she's been out of the winners list for quite some time, but she's bounced back with a quite emphatic win this sets. The official fourth went to River Woman.
Falkirk is favourite still at 235. Support for 1, 3 and 4. Pay My Bail, the strong second elect, our rating special. It's at 305. A Little Money Glamour Puss. And down the bottom there, we've got one in the market too, and it is at $18. Now, Boxer Fluffies. Now, moving them in pretty well. Let's head trackside.
George Simon.
So the field locked away, set for a start. Stand by. Don't blink, they'll be flying in this. Falkirk will start the favourite. Gates crash open, they're off. In the Westbury Stud Sunline Stakes, and both of them are bounded to the front, and it's Pay My Bail who's going to take over. Leads by 2 from Falkirk. Lethinus off the rail quickly on Falkirk. Lying third, Blood and Bone from on the inside. Next, Brave Flyer. 2.5 away, Green Machine from Joyful Winner. Then Grace de Soir, followed back by Tory Pines. Back third last on the rails, Glamour Puss. Back with it also Sarah J. And last of all now is Boxer Fluffies. 700 metres out in the Sunline, and it's Pay My Bail. The 3-year-old filly leads a length and a half clear from the big colt. Moving up on the outside now, Falkirk. 2 lengths away, Brave Flyer sitting pattern behind them, followed by Blood and Bone. Then came Green Machine, Joyful Winner, Grace de Soir. Tory Pines as well back as they make the turn from Glamour Puss, Boxer Fluffies and Sarah J. Here they come, 350 to go. As expected, a 2-horse war at the stage. Pay My Bail from Falkirk on the outside. 2 lengths back, Brave Flyer, then further back, Blood and Bone. Falkirk's got the lead now at the 150 metres from Pay My Bail. Brave Flyer's putting in late, but away goes Falkirk. Oh, he just burst to clear it. He's got them all well and truly covered. Falkirk 4 from 4 and looking for more. Second over was Brave Flyer. Pay My Bail held on for third from the late finishing Joyful Winner. Alongside of it, Sarah J. Then behind these next as they went across would have been Glamour Puss from Tory Pines, Boxer Fluffies, Green Machine, Grace de Soir, and Blood and Bone will be the last one home. Well, he's still learning what this game is all about.
But he's pretty good. Falkirk, that's 4 starts, 4 wins, returning after a 19-week break, and he won easily. So Paul O'Sullivan looks to have a good one in this colt by Tail of the Cat, and he was too good for Brave Flyer and Pay My Bail after the running of the Rapa Sunline Stakes at Group 3, Falkirk. Now, Randwick, race 2, and Valadez favourite, just in front of Oxano, 260 to 290. Fire in the Hole, S. Moses the rider, 780. Artificial, $8. Jackman at 10. Just repeating, Darren Beedman after the first stood down. He has a back injury. He's taken to hospital for observation. Severe back injury there to Darren, so we wish him a speedy recovery. Now, the late mail from Randwick from Ron.
Race 2 here, Randwick. The numbers are 3.
Kirk, L. Innes, 210, 120. Defeated Brave Flyer and Pay My Bail, $9.80, $15 and $44.20 traffic.
We're waiting for Valadez to come forward. Valadez and Fire in the Hole stablemates. Interesting run of Fire in the Hole, a New Zealander. Almo won the first, Chris Muntz number 1 after a spirited tussle with Spirit of Tara over the last 300 odd metres. Almar by a long head over Spirit of Tara, Magic Pins and Aqualuna 1425. Now the line is set for race number 2. This is the Emirates Handicap. That first winner Almar, now 2 out of 2. Kembler under here, and Gay Waterhouse reports that the horse will now spell. Is doing what he's doing now on just pure ability. She thinks he's a spring championship horse in the making. OK, they're off and running here in the second of the day at Oxano. The favourite bounced out in front from Radiance of Apollo. Artificial got out pretty well, although a trifle wide. He's easing in a little closer now, followed by Most Wanted, Alfane, and then Fire in the Hole, 2.5 to Jackman, a length of Valadez. Radiance of Apollo and Jimmy Cassidy take up the role of pacemaker, and as they go to the 1400, Radiance of Apollo 2.5 lengths on Artificial. Oxano drops in 2.5 lengths away third, and another length and a quarter to Most Wanted. 1 3/4 then coming Alfane, 3/4 the inside Jackman, 1.5 to Valadez, and a half to Fire in the Hole on the rails as they work their way on past the 1200. And Radiance of Apollo lopes along with a nice lead over Artificial, 5 or 6 lengths to Oxano. Then comes Most Wanted, followed on the inside by Jackman. It's Girth on the outside as Alfane, 2 lengths to Valadez, and a neck to Fire in the Hole. There's no variation as they go down the side of the track and come along to the 800 marker, and Radiance of Apollo having its lead whittled down by Artificial to just over a length, and about 4 to Oxano, well held together. 1 then to Most Wanted, followed by Jackman. Alfane given a hard crack with the whip. Fire in the Hole is second last, and Valadez is last, but by golly, they're bunching. And coming along past the 500 marker, it's Radiance of Apollo narrowly from Artificial. Most Wanted has gone into third posse. Oxano is running fourth. Jackman on the inside, fifth, the last trio. Fire in the Hole, Valadez under the stick and wide, and Alfane immediately outside Valadez, but Artificial's kicked to the front. And at the 270, it's Artificial 2.5 Oxano. Valadez is only plugging, and so are the others, but Artificial looking the goods. 120 to go. How far this? Oxano's second. Valadez on the outside, but Artificial's toying with them. And down to the line goes Artificial to bolt it in from Oxano. Third was Valadez, fourth Fire in the Hole. Then Jackman, Alfane, Most Wanted, and the early leader knocked up to run last, and that was Radiance of Apollo.
Very easy win there to number 3, Artificial. And Jay Ford, the winning rider, to pay 5.10.170 over Oxano, and Valadez will get third. Just in front of Fire. Has run in listed company at its last couple, so drop in grade today for this horse. And you give it any chance there, Alf?
I can, Chris. I saw him in Adelaide.
Dutes given chances with Look a Lot. It's at $16, but number 3, very short there. The race is... that protest is still on in New Zealand in the previous 2. No word through yet. Protest is still on. We can have a look at 5.10 upset them. 3.80 about hoofing it. They're the main ones. A little money for Silverade. And also Shady Devil. 5.60 Diamond Hill. A little money for Envoy too. Race 9, 13 minutes away. The open handicap at Rapa. Now at the Valley, let's head to Greg for race 2.
Now there's NZ going up into the stall, so just 1 or 2 to get set now. Favourite Charnwood Green, easy on track. Good support for No High No Song. He's never been on anything worse than dead before, but he'll certainly enjoy the weight relief that he has here today. Kieran McAvoy on board, and he's drawn barrier 1. Cottage Crest having a little late support now after initially being easy. Nullify has been a drifter. Still better on the tote than on track, however. Just about ready. Spedanza's gone up into the stalls on the outside of NZ. You're Joking standing well has been a marked betting drifter. Wet track might be a query there. Here's Nullify moving into the outside stall now, so they're all in and they're ready to go. Race 2, 2040 from the Valley. Set. Charnwood Green in 4. He jumped probably a little awkwardly, actually. Just seemed to be about a half length slow, and Nullify's jumped out fast today. He's up there with You're Joking, Cottage Crest. Spedanza in the blue colours between horses looking for the lead now. Then Cottage Crest, NZ around him. No High No Song second last. And You Little Beauty's last. Spedanza the leader. Out towards the 1600. He's in front of Nullify's second. NZ is booting quickly around the outside to go up and look for the lead now. And then came You're Joking in behind them fourth. Charnwood Green 3/4 away fifth, and then Cottage Crest, followed by You Little Beaut and No High No Song at the 1500. NZ has found the lead. He stays away from the rail. Spedanza a neck away is in second placing, and then came Nullify, also tracking out quite wide. You're Joking on the inside of him, a length further back Charnwood Green. Then Cottage Crest and the Gold Colours third from last, trailed by You Little Butte, and No High No Song as last. So they leave the side and head into the back, and Spedanza boots through, and on the inside leads again from NZ, who lets him go and sits a length and a half away. 3 lengths back as You're Joking, Nullify the outside. 2.5 lengths further back, the favourite Charnwood Green. 2 lengths then to Cottage Crest, You Little Butte, and No High No Song as last. Spedanza runs to the 800 turn by 3/4. Perhaps a shade more now from NZ, 2 lengths away. In the infield, on the inside rather, there in third placing, You're Joking, and Nullifiers around him. 1.5 Charnwood Green, who's enjoyed a good run, and they're trailed by Cottage Crest, and pulled out wide then You Little Butte from No High No Song. At the 600, Spedanza leading narrowly from NZ. Charnwood Green whipped up fast and is about to tackle the leaders, trailed by Nullify, You Little Butte, and then came You're Joking, Cottage Crest. He's gone back to last now. No High No Song's gone past him. Up to the turn, and Charnwood Green has bolted up and joined Spedanza. NZ's gone, and then Nullify. You Little Butte was making some ground. Cottage Crest is battling as they cornered, where Charnwood Green the leader. Spedanza trying to kick back, and then You Little Butte. Nullify is coming home fairly, and then came Cottage Crest, who's working home when it's all over. Charnwood Green with Spedanza. Kicking back strongly, Spedanza. He's out-worried the leader, and Spedanza's kicked again and has got the money from Charnwood Green. Third might be Cottage Crest from Nullify. Photo finish. Then You Little Butte, trailed by No High No Song NZ, and You're Joking last in. You probably, if you're on Spedanza, would have torn the ticket up in the straight, because Charnwood Green claimed it clearly, but then just couldn't go on and win the race. And Spedanza's kicked back very strongly on the inside to win. Number 3 is first, will pay $9.30 and $2.40. He's always been a good Moonee Valley horse. He actually won the Travis Harrison Apprentices race on this program a couple of years ago. Second goes to number 4, Charnwood Green, Brett Preble. You would have put anything on it when it hit the front around the home turn. Third placing after that photo goes to 6, Cottage Crest, ridden by Brian Park. He just seemed to get too far out of it in the run to approach the home turn. All up, he's been beaten about a length and didn't look like running a place coming up towards the turn. Well, right there, Charnwood Green was home and hose, wasn't he? But Spedanza's kicked right back strongly. Fourth in that race was number 8, Nullified. 3, 4, 6 and 8. And fifth went to You Little Butte. Spedanza, Charnwood Green and Cottage Crest placings in the second.
Selections are 1, 3, 2 and 7. I've gone against the favourite here today with number 1, Vain Pearl, to beat number 3, Show Us Your Legs. Today, the Vain Pearl is going around with blinkers on today. Did race very greenly and still won, but the blinkers here, I think.
Waverley continually fractious in barrier 2. Look a Lot in 1 stands well with the assistance of a barrier attendant. They're off in the Cinderella and beginning nicely. Solicitous in light, showing good speed. Waverley, they're going to clear Look a Lot. Pressing on is Little Doots, and wider out Full Bloom goes forward. Vain Peril got led and is trapped out a little bit wide behind Show Us Your Legs, and they're tightly bunched after about 300 metres. Little Doots on the outside of Waverley, they're the leaders. In third place, Full Bloom. Show Us Your Legs is wider out, but with clear running from Look a Lot. Then Solicitous, Vain Peril, and last in Light. 400 metres to go in the Cinderella. It's Waverley on the inside of Little Doots, and 3 deep, Show Us Your Legs. Full Bloom looking for the way through, trying to move Show Us Your Legs out of the way. They brush, they race tight. Vain Peril let down with a sprint. Show Us Your Legs at the 200. Race to Little Doots, getting clear running. Full Bloom. Vain Peril still there on the outside. Show Us Your Legs in front of Little Doots and Vain Peril. Show Us Your Legs is going to be too strong. An impressive win given the extra ground covered. And Show Us Your Legs won by 3/4 to Little Doots. Third was Full Bloom, just over Vain Peril. A nice run also. Followed in by In Light, and then came Solicitous from Look a Lot, and Waverley knocked up to run last, the time 57.42. Show Us Your Legs. Fast ones, quick legs. Dwayne Dunn, the early double. Richard Jolly on behalf of the Aquanita Racing Group, the trainer. A filly by Tribute from Dinah Dance, raced by R. Young. 2 starts, 2 wins. Nice debut at Yarra Glen. Up to black type today, taking on the might of the McAvoy stable. Aaron Spiteri, Tony McAvoy in second with Little Doots. And Full Bloom third, Stephen Baster for Bill Mitchell's Caulfield-based stable. And Vain Peril had no luck, did cover ground from the gate, and she was right there. She looked
Of the second, 3, 5, 4 and 1 for fourth. Now, 1990, 42.70, 165.20, the trifecta in the first four, 551.70 of 3, 4, 6 and 8. Now at Cheltenham, Show Us Your Legs, Dwayne Dunn, 181.10, Little Doots, Full Bloom, 16.50 and 80.20, the trifecta, with the first four to come there. New Zealand waiting on divs for all there.
Ready now. They're off. And a nice even dispatch. Thunder Rosa from the inside, the early leader, taken on by Dara Lamara. Third posse is National Treasure, 2 away. Then a length and a half, Bon Famille, 3/4 the outer Domiel, and length and a half, Not Fussy, a length further back, Mrs. Tendulkar. Obviously, Jimmy Cassidy keen to lead on Dara Lamara. He's the replacement for Darren Beatman, and as they head to the back of the track, it's Dara Lamara drawing clear now. A length and a half on Thunder Rosa, about 5 lengths away, third National Treasure, some 3 lengths to Domiel. A length further off, Bon Famille at its quarters on the outside, Not Fussy, 2 lengths to Mrs. Tendulkar. 1300 out along the back of the track, and the leader is Dara Lamara. And Dara Lamara, the imported mare, by 2 lengths on Thunder Rosa, 3 and a half to National Treasure, and 4 lengths to Domiel, 2 and a half then Not Fussy on the outside of Bon Famille, and about 2 lengths further back is Mrs. Tendulkar. This is the order out of the back straight and travelling on past the 1,000 marker, and Dara Lamara shows the way. She's been around and about in her racing career, and she's had the pleasure of racing at Longchamp in France too, and as they come along the side of the track, it's Dara Lamara by about 2 lengths or so on Thunder Rosa. 3 and a half lengths further back is National Treasure, after 2 and a half to Domiel, a length and a quarter off Not Fussy being pushed along. So too Bon Famille on the inside, and Mrs. Tendulkar about to make some ground. Dara Lamara untroubled to lead, and as they come along to the 500 marker, which brings them down to the point of the home corner, Dara Lamara 2 and a half lengths on Thunder Rosa, whose stablemate is another 2 lengths away. National Treasure being called upon by months now, and Domiel's gone to the outside, straightening it over the rise. Dara Lamara a length and a half clear, second Thunder Rosa, National Treasure under the stick, and now Mrs. Tendulkar. Bowman weaving a passage near the inside, switches around Dara Lamara. National Treasure warming up, got to Dara Lamara, and between them Mrs. Tendulkar. National Treasure, Mrs. Tendulkar. National Treasure holds Mrs. Tendulkar, and National Treasure from Mrs. Tendulkar or Dara Lamara. Close for Thunder Rosa with Domiel. Not Fussy second last Bon Famille. Well, she was only going to win it in the last 70 to 80 metres, I'd venture to say, National Treasure. She's a big lump of mare, and she really only warmed up in the last 150, and the last 70 or 80 was where she was going to catch the horses on her inside. Number 1, National Treasure, ridden by Chris Muncer, scored. Mrs. Tendulkar, number 5, ridden by Huey Bowman, and Dara Lamara over on the inside. It'll be a photo finish for fourth as well there. National Treasure.
Yeah, with 310 and 190, thanks Ian. Mrs. Tendulkar, Dara Lamara, 840, 1550, 5110 trifecta. First four of 153 and 7, 153.90. 153.90, race 3 at Randwick today.
1 may not be the right gate for it, but I think to offset that, the blinkers could be a big plus for it. And I've also included number 9, Beatitude. Well, I hope that's how they want to say it. If not, they can...
She's drawn nicely. Just got to give them every chance and put her into the race and see what happens.
You've come across from Victoria. You've ridden here before. Are you looking to settle here permanently?
I've settled here permanently, yeah, since returning to riding. I've had a couple of years, well, 18 months, 2 years off, so it's been good, yeah.
Okay, good luck to...
2-year-olds are locked in. 1,000 metres the journey here. Lucky Diva the favourite, off and racing now, and Lucky Diva was the first out. Jade Diva on the outside of her also began well, and also got to tell you settling down third, and they're followed by Beatitude in the cerise colours. 2 lengths behind these is Dada, and then Rosaceous on the inside. Crown Quest is bringing up the rear in company with Smack, about to go through the gap, and the leader Lucky Diva a half length to Jade Diva. 1 Beatitude third, got to tell you the outside 4. 2 lengths further back is Dada, followed by Crown Quest. Rosaceous the inside and smack up towards the turn though, and the favourite did it beautifully. It's Lucky Diva for Vlad Durick by a length and a half. J Diva under a bit of pressure second, and Beatitude is third. Then Gotta Tell Ya and Crown Quest is making some ground. Data is battling away. They come round the turn, and the Divas are the two leaders. Lucky Diva the inside. J Diva, she's starting to lift on the outside. Lucky Diva's flat. J Diva is coming at her, and then came Beatitude, but J Diva took the lead now and drew clear. Beatitude runs on, then Lucky Diva, but J Diva won it easily. J Diva beats Lucky Diva second, Beatitude third, and then trailed Crown Quest and Data. Behind these to finish in the race at the head of the others was Gotta Tell Ya, and then Smack, who passed one. That was Rosaceous, who struggled in the wet. Well, Lucky Diva was bolting at the turn, but J Diva's proven a bit too strong over the closing stages and has won it in good style. 350 and 150 for J Diva. She went into that race the only filly with any sort of decent exposed wet track form. It was on dead ground, with a third here and a win at Werribee. And freshened up, dropping in grade. She's been able to overcome that awkward barrier to sit right up on the pace there outside the leader, and she certainly proved too strong. Pulled away, won it by nearly 2 lengths on the line. 3-1 and at 9 in the third event. 3-1-9. J Diva for Kieran McAvoy and Michael Moroney. Lucky Diva second, Vlad Durick and Robert Smurden. And at 9 third, Beatitude, Stephen King and John Hawkes. 3-1-9. Fourth in, number 5, Crown Quest. And fifth was number 2, Gotta Tell Ya. Time 1 minute and 1 second. 60.
All right, yeah, that was a nice win, wasn't it? Had the sit on Lucky Diva all the way and was able to finish the race off too well. The Diva, Quinella, gets up and pays $3.30. $7.20 exacta and $56.40 trifecta there. The 5 for fourth. We'll get that shortly for you.
Half head Kid Dapper, 2 away third Prime Minister, and a neck fourth was Janola Star from Lowendale Road, Glenara. Then shading from Tiona, Leaders Pride, Singtao. Each of those did not come into the race. From Kelmark and Dua Awali last all of the way, 1:17.04 the time. Kishnahar's got there. Heady ride by Wayne Kerford to sit off Kid Dapper.
Alongside of it, Bridie Bell and the grey Marie Claire is last of all. Inside the 900 metres mark they go, and Elegant Emerald has taken over. Elegant Emerald, the visitor from the CD, leads a half length clear from on the outside. So Cool 2 lengths away next, Dance in the Sun trailing third, followed round on the outside of it by Pride of the Class. Armar Dramas is next from Diamond Like, who's been ridden off the speed today. On its outside next was Gristle, a length away to the favourite Rodrigo Rose between runners. Over on the inside of it is Keeler, and out wider is Cap's Joy. Then came Belle Femme as they come to the corner from Volksini. Surprise, surprise, has only got 3 behind it. Rapid K, Marie Claire, and back with them also Bridie Bell. Into the straight they come, they head for home in the Travis Stakes, and Elegant Emerald. Elegant Emerald, the leader, 2 clear. Diamond Likes ambled up alongside of it. Out wider, running on also is Belle Femme, and coming through also Dance in the Sun. 200 to go. Diamond Like, Elegant Emerald, Dance in the Sun. Look at Rapid K, and behind them Rodrigo Rose, Belle Femme, and down the outside Bridie Bell could be the giant killer. Bridie Bell right over the top of them, got up and wins the Travis Stakes. Bridie Bell, huge win. Second over Belle Femme. Third, it's close here between either Rodrigo Rose or Marie Claire. Close up, surprise, surprise, Diamond Like, Elegant Emerald, Rapid K. And behind these next as they went across the line was Dance in the Sun from Cap's Joy, Armar Dramas, Volksini. Further back in the field was Arkila, and back with them also was Gristle, followed over by So Cool and Pride of the Class. Alan.
Well, the winner of the Group 2 Travis Stakes for the fillies and mares, Bridie Bell at big odds, will pay around 33, 37 and 56 across the states. And one of the other roughies in the race, number 12, Belle Femme, she was at nice odds today too. Trained by Trevor McKee in the Sunline colours we all know. Mare by Zetative running second. And it is a photo for third. 16, 12 and a photo. Thanks to our folk there from New Zealand who are racing today. That was the final.
2 occasions. I must concede she did have the blinkers on in both those trials, and she resumes here today without